Friends, welcome to Gikku Diaries. This is going to be an ongoing thing as the Paris 2024 Olympic Games is not far away. It is starting on 26th of July with the opening ceremony, followed by the events, and the closing ceremony is on August 11th. So I am on my way to Paris. I am speaking to you from the Mumbai International Airport, waiting for my flight, Swiss Air via Zurich, to reach Paris on Monday, July 22nd morning. With me is a senior veteran multidiscipline who has covered multiple discipline events on more occasions. And he is not new to Gikku Diaries. You know him. He is very popular with his stories, with his anecdotes. And here is none other than SS Ramaswamy, who we all did a vlog continuously during the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2022. So let's welcome SS Ramaswamy and talk to him about the upcoming games and also his previous multidiscipline events that he has covered. That is not just the Olympic Games but also Asian Games. So here is SS Ramaswamy. SSR, welcome to
Hi,
Gikku
how are you?
Diaries. It's been a long
Thank
time,
you.
SSR, since you came on Gikku Diaries. If I
Yes.
remember, it's more than a year.
More than a year.
So how have you-
2022.
2022.
October,
and-
November.
That's right. And after that, we did one,
One more.
with Dilip
Dilip
Vengsarkar
Vengsarkar,
event at the
yes.
Press Club of Mumbai.
Yes.
But then, how have you been and what have you been up to in the recent times and what takes you to Paris?
Well, recent times I didn't cover much. Just relaxing at home,
You're enjoying your retired
enjoying
life.
retired life,
Yes.
watching on TV the various sports events,
Right.
including cricket.
So how
And now-
did you enjoy the India World Cup win in USA and West Indies? Did you expect them to win? Was
Well-
it this time that India had to win? What was your take on that?
Well, they were expected to win, definitely. They were one of the favorites. The victory over Australia was very important. That gave them the real push.
Right.
And then there was no stopping. Although South Africa came very, very close to upset our champions, eventual
Right.
champions team.
Right.
But somehow they managed to extricate themselves from a
Correct.
difficult situation and cross the finish line.
And this India have been doing consistently, coming up from difficult situations and winning matches. They have gone undefeated in this World Cup. And though it is credit to Rohit Sharma and his men, I personally felt South Africa gave it away with those 2 or 3 bad shots towards the end. Klaasen, David Miller, which you have to give it to Suryakumar Yadav for that wonderful catch.
Yeah, that catch was great, but I thought Klaasen's wicket was more important.
More important, right? Yeah.
It was a wide ball actually.
Yes.
It would have been called a wide probably if he had not attempted that shot.
True.
Anyway,
Okay, so now World Cup is past. Now until the next World Cup, which is going to be in India and Sri Lanka jointly hosted in 2026, we are now on our way to Paris. So how eagerly are you looking forward to this Paris Games, and what do you expect from that?
Paris Games, Olympic Games are the pinnacle of any sporting event. It is the biggest extravaganza, sports extravaganza on earth, bigger than even FIFA World Cup. Now Paris is hosting the games after how many years now? The last one was
This is the third time they are hosting the games.
Games.
I remember 1900 was the second games was in Paris. I think somewhere during the war period, before the war or after war. So immediately after that they had one again, wasn't it?
no, I don't think so. Anyway,
This is the third games that Paris is hosting. That is for sure.
okay.
Anyway, so this is not your first games anyway. So whether Paris is hosting second or third, this is not your first anyway. It's just my first for
Olympic
sure.
Games, yeah.
So what has been your previous games coverage and how have you enjoyed it? And what were they?
I covered the 1988 Olympic Games. That was my first Olympics in 1988 in Seoul,
Seoul.
South Korean capital, and followed by 1996 games in Atlanta, USA.
Right.
Then there has been a huge gap, and now it's to 2024. I'm eagerly looking forward to covering one more Olympic Games. That has been my ambition, even after retirement.
So this is your first Olympic Games in 28 years.
Yeah, 20.
So how have you changed? And in 1988, that is the first Olympics that I remember watching closely, and will remember for P.T. Usha and of course Carl Lewis and Edwin Moses among the athletes.
No. There was a
Jackie Joyner Kersey.
P.T. Usha is better known for the 1986 Asian Games. I was there.
Right.
I was there. But 1988, unfortunately, there was some bit of a tussle in the Indian athletics team, about who was supposed to run the relay.
Okay.
And Usha, if I remember correctly, she was injured. And there was a trial in Seoul to finalize the running quartet, which was a bit of a, other teams had already finalized their team, and here we are trying to get your best quartet onto the track. It was a bit bizarre, I can say.
Not
bizarre.
a comfortable situation.
Not comfortable
for Indian
situation.
athletics, right.
And more than those things, 1988 Games is still remembered for for Ben Johnson's
That's right.
positive dope test.
Right.
Stanozolol was the substance
Right.
that was found in his system. And you know what happened? We woke up, we saw the great race where he beat Carl Lewis hands down.
Right.
And then he crossed the finish line with his thumb, with his forefinger up,
Facing the
raised
sky.
up.
Yeah, that's right.
And we were all thrilled to watch that. The
And one other thing I remember of Ben Johnson was his eyes were red.
Yeah, red, yeah.
So we couldn't guess why it was red, but then later on, probably with the banned substance has worked in him to.
And he was well toned. You can see that muscle.
Oh yes.
Compared to Carl Lewis, you can see the difference between the musculature of these two.
I can
Top-
compare Ben
top
Johnson's
winters.
muscular figure, the arms and all those muscles, with Patrick Patterson, the West Indian fast bowler.
Correct. So what I am trying to say is the next morning we woke up to the news that Ben Johnson has been caught doping and he ran away. Obviously, he ran away before the media could really
Catch him.
The news was put out first by Agence France Presse, that is the international French news agency. The story was that the doping in charge in that games was a French woman.
Okay.
She leaked the info
Right.
to the French agency.
Right.
So they beat everyone hollow.
So
They beat everyone hollow.
to make our viewers understand, AFP is what PTI, the Press Trust of India, or the United News of India, UNI, are for India. It is the world news agency.
Or now
Like the
you can
Reuters, the Associated Press, AFP are among the top news agencies in the world. That's right.
And the other famous incident was the injury to the diving great, Greg Louganis.
Yeah, of America. That's right.
Yeah, on the platform.
Oh, that was unforgettable.
Diving legend he was.
Oh yes, Greg Louganis.
These two were the thing, and apart from that, India not much.
So India just made up the numbers those days. So how much has it changed over the years? With
it is a huge change.
Recently we had Kamlesh Mehta say, or one of the table tennis former champion say that India are not anymore participating, but they are challenging the rest of the world.
In some disciplines, yes.
So how much has it changed in the Olympic scenario for India?
In olden days, let us be honest, we all used to look forward to hockey, men's field hockey.
Right.
That was the main hope for India. 1952, Kasaba Jadhav got us a bronze in
Right.
wrestling. Then it took a long gap, and then it was up to Mr. Leander Paes to get
Right.
the second individual medal in the Olympic Games for India. That I was fortunate enough to
Witness that, right.
witness that.
So Pete Sampras,
And no, he I don't remember the guy. He lost to Andre Agassi, but then
Andre Agassi. Andre Agassi won gold, wasn't he?
yeah, but he beat I can't remember the name for the bronze.
Right.
And that was in Stone Mountain Center. I still remember that. It was a long journey for us. At least 1 hour journey we traveled to watch that match and report on it. It ended quite late.
This
Indian
was
Standard
96
Time.
Atlanta.
96 Atlanta.
Right.
It ended quite late, means Indian Standard Time. So only the next morning, the flash, everyone ran the flash,
Right.
flash news. Then later on only the codes and
details
other
could be
details could be given.
Collected. Right.
I remember telephoning my office in Delhi,
Right.
PTA office in Delhi to give the news.
Right.
Because those days there was no, at least Indian journalists were not used to these laptops and all.
Right.
There were, yes, the Hindu even then had laptops and they used to send their copies online. A dial-up system was there.
Right.
But others, we, like I and so many other Indians, we used to borrow electric typewriters in the main press center, finish the thing and fax it, facsimile.
Right.
Now fax is no longer,
People don't know.
current generation don't know what is fax.
Yeah.
The earlier one at 1994 Asian Games in Hiroshima, and earlier to that in 1988 and 1986 in Seoul, both the Asian Games followed by the Olympic Games. We used to send our copies through telex.
Telex, okay.
Telex is the dial-up system. You dial the number and then send the ticker tape.
So how long would you take to send your copies then? Because you have to meet
No, we
deadlines.
have to give the dispatch to the telex people in the press center, and they used to send it. So it used to take a hell of a lot of time.
And you have to be very careful and ensure that
ensure
your
that
copies
copies
have reached
Correct.
the correct,
Correct. Officers, yes.
and not happen to somebody like a famous or a senior cricket reporter who went to this telex office and told the guy at the office
File
to
it.
just file it. And 4 days, it's a test match. 5 days later, his wife calls him and say, "Where is your copy?" I've been filing it every day. I've told that guy to file it, and
he
our
has
good
filed
man
it.
has filed it in a box file or something and kept it nicely stacked up one. So those were the days, yeah. So how much has it changed over the years and
The
in terms of
communications become
forget communication, the because like India are no longer the
Yeah.
making up for the numbers, but they are now challenging the rest of the world, and
Yeah.
we have Neeraj Chopra who is going to defend
Neeraj-
his gold medal,
yes.
and how much of a pressure will be on him
Before
to
that,
defend.
before Neeraj Chopra, we have to give credit to Abhinav Bindra
Abhinav Bindra,
for
right.
getting us the first individual
Individual
gold
gold
medal.
in Olympics,
In
right?
that was in shooting.
Race.
But then the wrestling, our wrestlers did well. Boxers got a few medals.
Right.
And now weightlifter, yeah,
One-
Karnam
that was
Malleshwari.
the first
Karnam
Karnam in
Malleshwari.
Sydney.
And then Mirabai Chanu in the
Last
last
year,
games.
that was the first medal that India won in
Yeah,
Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Among the host of medals. So
And now you can look forward to medals in various disciplines. Shooting, probably archery.
yes,
Now archery, that coach has been sent back. That's a misfortune, I'll say. But otherwise, shooting, we have got a chance. Wrestling, mostly women. Only one male wrestler
one male
here.
wrestler, right?
And boxing, that Lovlina and
Nikat Zareen.
Nikat Zareen.
Yes.
They are good prospects.
Right. Lovlina
And,
won medal last
Yeah,
games also in
correct.
Tokyo.
And athletics, you have got Neeraj Chopra, obviously, and probably one of the quartets, relay quartets,
Right.
probably. Very, very long shot it is. but they have been showing some signs of progress.
So Neeraj Chopra's gold medal win in Tokyo Games
Yeah.
2021, which is actually the 2020 Tokyo Games, it has inspired a whole lot of people to take up sport, and especially this javelin throw,
Javelin
that we have not just one but two Indian javelin throwers at the Paris Games,
Correct.
isn't it?
Jena.
Yeah.
He's also a talented
And you have missed
player.
out badminton, our men's
Badminton,
doubles,
yes.
Chirag Shetty and
Chirag
Satvik
Yeah,
Ranki Reddy
badminton,
and
PV
PV
Sindhu.
Sindhu in the women's singles.
PV Sindhu got a silver in 2016
Right,
Rio, and the 2020 she couldn't perform.
Yes.
21 she missed out on a medal, but now 2024, fingers crossed.
She has been training under the legendary Prakash
Prakash
Padukone, so
Padukone,
we
yeah.
expect his magic also to work on her
Yeah,
game and
yeah.
improve her color of the medal from silver to gold this time.
No, it's not going to be easy.
It is not going to be easy.
So
right.
many top women badminton players are there, including her, the woman who beat her in Rio for the gold, Carolina Marin.
Her probably her best friend and her best rival. I remember Carolina Marin and the rivalry between Marin and Sindhu. That once after I think she won the world championship gold. Carolina Marin's mother was waiting like other fans outside the badminton court to just take photograph with Sindhu. So this was the kind of relationship or camaraderie, or how popular that she is among the rivals and the rivals' opponent, their parents and their families.
Correct.
So tell me some interesting off the competition memories of your Olympic Games or the Asian Games, especially the Olympic Games.
88 was the first time tennis was introduced. 88 Seoul, and we saw Mr. Vijay Amraj taking part, and I saw him take part in the relay, in the torch relay also.
Right.
So with the then AITA president, Mr. Khanna, R.K. Khanna.
R.K. Khanna, right.
And R.K. Khanna and Vijay Amraj had a long running hot and
friendly
rivalry.
Right.
So Vijay used to call him Akhe. So I can still remember.
Right.
Akhe. I was the only Indian journalist who saw the relay part. Because others were busy elsewhere.
Right. And did you get to meet the other champion sportspersons from other countries?
No, it is not. See, the problem here is the Olympic Games is too big. So, one man or even 10 people covering the games can cover only a certain part of the
because even
and our priority is to find out about Indian
performances.
Indian performance.
Right. And some of the Indian performances, they clash among
everything clashes.
That's right.
You have to run from
so you cannot be
one
present
end to
at different venues at the same time.
It
is impossible, humanly impossible.
Humanly, it's not possible. But now communication has developed so much.
Right.
Everything at a click of these things, you can find out at least what's happening, what has happened.
So you can be at the shooting venue and also still follow badminton or wrestling or archery or whatever it be it. SSR, we just came through the immigration, and we didn't have our visa stamp. At least I didn't have my visa stamp on the passport. The accreditation that we have applied for the Paris Olympic Games, that acts as the visa. They gave it. It's issued by the French consulate. This system has been in place for quite a few years, is what I understand. Can you throw some more light on that?
From 1986.
Right.
From the time I have been covering these games, multidiscipline games, that has been the system. I don't know about earlier to 1986.
Okay.
I'm not sure. But from 1986,
right.
I never gone for visa appointment to any consulate except in '96.
Okay.
There,
it was
I
USA.
applied late.
Okay.
I was sent late rather.
Right.
I was asked to go very late. By that time, the accreditation process was over. And thanks to a colleague in Mumbai, I didn't even have to go to the embassy.
Okay.
You know how difficult it is to get a US
That's right.
visa.
Yes.
I had to just send the passport, and the same day
You got back your
got back the visa. I
passport
didn't
with
even
visa,
have to
right.
go anywhere.
That's fantastic, and that was because you're going for the Olympics, and also you are representing Press Trust of India.
No, that also plus there was one lady there who was a former journalist
Okay.
with Indian Express,
So-
and my colleague,
So they had
ex-colleague now.
yeah, so they understood your urgency and
He talked to her and
sped
got
up
it
the
done.
process. Right.
Got it done.
So here it was like you go through the first you go enter the you show your boarding pass because you do the web check-in. You show your passport at the check-in counter, and I'm told that these airlines are instructed about the accreditation also acting as visa. But then since probably we are the first to leave
In Mumbai.
for the Paris Games because the other journalists are coming in the following days, probably they are not aware of the system and they had to check with their
people were not aware.
probably yeah. So at least they had to check with their superiors and then be convinced that the passport, the media accreditation with the visa is good enough for us to travel to Paris.
No,
Once that was done, we came to the immigration and he was looking at my passport for the visa stamp. Then I had to explain to him that this is what it is. It was a smooth process, yes, but then we are the trendsetters, you can say, in a way.
no, why? I wonder why these airlines people have not been told by the Olympic Games organizing
Right.
committee that this is the way the people will travel,
Right.
and please
Make it, yeah.
make
You can avoid the delay.
accreditation given to them acts as the visa
Right, because it has the proper visa number. And it is good enough. Anyway, so that is what I thought I'll let you know because this is a different thing from the regular travelers who will have their visas stamped on their passport or it's now the e-visa or whatever it is.
E-visa, Australia we had e-visa.
Yeah.
So that was not stamped on the passport.
That's right.
But
It was-
here, for these games, my accreditation card has not come yet.
Right.
I had to go for a visa separately. Although the first appointment was in March. I had sent everything, my biometrics, everything had gone.
But anyway,
So
there's,
this
yeah,
thing, but
some issues.
some
whatever it is.
issues.
So anyway, it's
issue of
all
that.
sorted and we are on our way to
No,
Paris.
on our way to Paris.
So let's have a good time and let us keep bringing more and more on this Gikku Diaries. Stay safe, stay connected, take care, and let us bring more and more stories from Paris, SSR.
Yes,
I am all excited. I'm sure you are also.
yes, definitely.
Let's have fun and let's bring more and more, show more and more of Paris and the Olympic Games to our Gikku Diaries subscribers and also let this channel spread. Thank you. Take
Thank
care
you.
until next time. Good night.
Thank you.